What's up, guys? This is Bull by the Fell-Handed. Today we have a little bat chat footage. 2 bat chats in a Grill 15 to be exact. We are on Live Oak Standard Battle. The Greens have taken the northeastern spawn and the Reds have taken the southwestern spawn. Now, guys, there's a couple of different ways you can go on this map if you are in a medium tank. Now, the mid, even though they've changed the mid to where it's no longer a total swamp, it is still a bad idea, and it is situational at best. And the reason I'm saying this is because, you know, if you get in there without knowing what you're getting into, you could be willingly putting yourself into a crossfire. Now, that being said, if you have a crunchy medium, or if you want to try your luck in a squishy medium, you can push the city. I prefer to push this. Granted, of course, it's kind of evens itself out. I'm at risk to Artie, but in the city I'm not at risk. But at the same time, in the city, I don't like to be on the front line of combat. I like to kind of be, you know, in the outskirts. You know, putting some fire down on somebody who is already engaged. That is the way of the professional medium player. And, you know, that's the way I'd like you guys to play. You know, there's no reason to get out there and risk your tank and risk your HP when you don't have to. You know, obviously, if you are the tip of the spear, you are spotting targets, you're out here making things happen, then yes, you're going to have to risk some shots. But if you can shoot, you know, by using your allies' spotting distance, by all means, go ahead. Now, as you can see here, the damage this gentleman is taking is being pulled by myself. So that means I'm kind of in a good distance here. Now, I'm probably in that magical distance where I could put rounds on them and they cannot spot me. And that is perfect. That is exactly what we want. I'm trying to put a little bit of work in here on this gentleman. All I seem to be doing right now is tracking him, and that's fine. We're okay with that. You know, because we're still pulling some good assist damage from that. You know, your tracking damage goes straight to your assist damage, just like if you spotted that guy the entire time. So just be very aware of that. If you're trying to push for a mark, that may be the way to do it. You don't have to, you know, pull down major damage solo, major straight damage solo every single game. So just keep that in mind. Now, as you can see here, guys, I'm not advancing. Essentially what we're doing is we are transferring my spotting to this gentleman's spotting, and I will be providing support fire instead of my allies providing support fire for me. But that being said, as soon as I said that, the guy pulled around the corner. We don't have any shots, so we need to go ahead and move up. Now, granted, of course, I could have moved up already, but at the same time I didn't really know how that corner right there was going to play out, and I decided to play it safe. And I was kind of hoping he would peek around the corner and get brave and whatnot, what have you. So I'm kind of trying to creep on these guys right now. I'm not being, you know, super sneaky about it. There's this one gentleman over here. He panic fires. He fires off a round. I think I hit the side of his turret there. I am auto-locking. You can tell this is some old footage because the new Bullvi does not really auto-lock very much, especially not in close quarters. He will auto-lock. And, you know, if he's at a complete 90. If anything else, we're using the scope. And that's honestly, guys, what you have to do. You know, you have to make sure you get these shots in here. You know, if it helps, treat it like every tank you're going to fight is an IS-7. Which, you know, IS-7s are good. They're good for the game because when you get to the side, you get to the rear, it forces you to say, hey, I need to use the scope, or there is a super high percentage a chance these shots are going to bounce. So, moving on. T-57 put a round in me. I kind of tapped him right there. I've got his track. I'm lathering him up right now. I've got really good shots on him. He can't pull in. He can't pull out. He can't do anything. He is just in trouble. And it's just literally that little bit of exposure can make or break you. And that is literally the essence of World of Tanks. In these high tier matches, you know, you have to be very, very cautious because even the slightest mistake will get you sent back to the garage. You're going to be mad, you're going to be upset, and mainly, if you're like me, you're going to be mad at yourself. So you have to be very, very cautious and not make any mistakes. Because the downside is, even if the T-57 had, you know, the toolkit and repair and track mechanic and brothers in arms, he's not going to beat 2 1/4 seconds of my inner clip reload. So, you know, you kind of have to look at, you know, what is the worst that could happen. Well, you know, that was pretty much it. Moving on. Just kind of dodged around there. I don't really know if I dodged or he just didn't shoot straight. Go ahead, finish off the D-Star right there. We've got a grill kind of looking at us. Not really wanting to give up a whole lot of shots. I made that last shot, and as you can see, I totally did not think it was going to hit. Managed to end up connecting with it, and the grill is focusing me, and I just kind of skate away. I have been told I have the luck of the devil in medium tanks because I am very slippery sometimes when I want to be, and you know, this kind of just shows that you know, every now and again I just get lucky and I just kind of slither away while I'm under heavy fire. Moving on. So as you can see, guys, we're just kind of wrapping this map up. No biggie, you know. We've got a couple of guys left on the board. The mag just got full. Ran into the building there. My mind is elsewhere. I'm kind of focused on how much damage I can pull. Put a round into him, didn't aim it. I mean, it was pretty much awful. I know better, and that's the part that really gets me mad. I know better. I should have known better than to auto lock a tank like that at a given angle. But you know what are you going to do? I mean, all you can do is fix those mistakes and move forward. So now we've got a good 90-degree shot at the side. I was confident that was going to penetrate. And now, you know, we're scoping around. We're looking for the next guy on the list here to see if we can't murder before the game ends. And that's, you know, that's what you're going to end up doing, guys. When, you know, you run these mediums as they're supposed to be ran. These are not up front, stand-up, knockdown, drag-down tanks. These are tanks that are nothing but opportunistic tanks, if that makes sense. We ended up winning by capping. You know what? It's okay. I would prefer to get the kills, but you know what? If they're capping and they win, you know, a win is a win. 51-22 standard damage, 37-25. That's right under 9K overall. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you guys next time. Check the description box below, and if there's anything you'd like to tell me, send some footage my way, what have you, check me out on Bull by the Fell Handed on Facebook. We'll see you guys next time.